are at the Monadnock International Film Festival at locallookpeterborough.com, and we're live here at the festival, and my guest is William Sanderson. And if you look at William, you'd recognize him from a lot of different places.
I hope.
One would be a lot of fans from Deadwood here. You played E.B. Farnham in Deadwood. He's also been on True Blood as a sheriff. Is it Dearborn that was on?
Right. I went from a potty mouth show to vampire porn.
Vampire porn.
We're going to have to talk about. I love HBO, and I loved having a regular job. Thank you for mentioning it.
And some people in this location might recognize Bill from a very famous line that he had that a lot of people are very fond of around here.
Can I say the line?
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl.
Excellent.
You know, Tarzan, and most people in the room are very young and don't remember, but Johnny Weissmuller, they had to lock him up for doing this. So I hope they don't lock me up for saying, hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl.
It's a lot more quiet when you do that than Johnny Weissmuller doing the Tarzan call.
I can get loud, but, you know.
So you're here.
So it was nice to have a regular job. It lasted 8 seasons.
So, so tell us about. I got so many questions to ask you, but back to the Newhart thing. That was a huge success at the time, and that was a big.
At the time, it was, and even the last show after 8 seasons came in #1. But I based the character Larry on a bum that I've met in the Bowery, and he's picking lint off his hat, and we can't say. Well, he said, "I'll kill the." B word, and but I was fascinated by them, and I also played the town crazy. What else in a film? So I kind of took elements from both of them. And
was the hat in Larry? Was that your idea, or was that a prop idea?
I got the town crazy ride his bicycle out in a movie called Savage Weekend and talk to his dead friend, but I just thought it was a one-time audition. Put a quarter in my ear, and like old black people down south where I grew up do.
Is that right?
I was just trying to have fun.
Why did they do that? I didn't really hear.
I don't know. There's some reason, but I had done it in Coal Miner's Daughter. Forgive me for dropping names or movies. I had done it.
Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones and Sissy Spacek. You played
a love-hate relationship.
You played a
coal miner.
Coal miner, but you had a still out in the woods, if I remember.
Yeah, and I tried to get him to go on a run and steal some moonshine, and Tommy wanted to change. He loves to direct the other actors. He wanted to change the story and say, sounds like a good way to get killed, but the director, Michael Eptud, wouldn't let him. I love Tommy Lee Jones. I think he hates me, but he said, now, you know how Southerners say so-and-so, telling me how to say when you're born in the mountains, you got 3 choices, coal mine, moonshine, or move it on down the line. And I said, okay, Tommy, but when we roll, I'm going to say it the way it comes out. Now, if I work with him, he's such a big star. Whatever you say, boss.
I'll do what you say.
We're better when we're younger.
Yeah, well, you've guys done a lot of movies together. You did The Client.
Thank you.
And he directed you in a play?
Yeah, he asked me to play the title role in a Leroy Blessing play called Authentic Life of Billy the Kid, and it was really fascinating. Tommy went to Harvard, graduated with honors, and back then I thought I knew everything. So, but I was on a hit show and could afford to go do it. Plays are expensive to do.
Yeah, and he's a Texan, right?
Yeah, 6th generation.
I think I seem to recall you telling me a story about some parties that he would have during filming over at his ranch or something.
Yeah, well, thank you. I hope I'm not taking too much of your time, because I've got fascinating memories. So you can't get commercial flights easily in South Texas, where we did Lonesome Dove. So you can charter a plane almost as cheaply. And on my day off, I might fly from the location in Del Rio to San Antonio and record a voiceover. But he invited me to his ranch, where he has a polo field. And we got to the airport, and I said, there were 3 of us. I said, how many planes do you have? He said, we all got to go in one. He's a wonderful, like he invites you to go and this beautiful ranch where they played Star Spangled Banner on the fiddle. And I'm going to complain because there's not enough airplanes. Where's my helicopter?
So you're in one of the movies that went down in history as one of the best movies voted. I think it went into the vault almost as like one of the best movies ever made.
Well, when it came out, they called it a fascinating failure, but now it's really great. Bladerunner?
Bladerunner, exactly, with Harrison Ford, directed by Ridley Scott.
Oh, yeah.
And that's you probably get a lot of people.
We probably get asked about that film more than any, and as I repeat myself over and over, it's nice to be in a cult film.
Yeah.
That they're trying, and they've hired a screenwriter to do either a sequel or a prequel. You know how many years it takes, but I'll probably be dead. But I hope they get it done.
So you went from Deadwood, you were working on Deadwood, and then they brought an end to Deadwood, which I think nobody was expecting because it was such an acclaimed show. It's got a huge following, and when they said they were going to cancel Deadwood, everybody was like, why?
Yeah, we had bought a house in Pennsylvania. We still have a modest place in LA, but it was a shock, Yeah, but the end is the beginning of something else. So.
You had one of the largest sets ever built, right, for a Western? The largest set?
Oh, it's a beautiful set. Yeah. The Gene Autry's ranch is where it was built, and you just felt like you were right in 1876, and I played the mayor, original mayor, but David Milch turned him into a buffoon, and as I said to you earlier, that's not a problem for me.
E.B. Farnham and the lead actor, Swearingen, what's his first name? It's his
Ian McShane?
I'm sorry, Ian McShane.
Actor, yeah.
He played Swearingen in the role, right?
Yeah, and then he's a wonderful actor. And
he's a British actor, though, and he's playing the heart of Old West.
Yeah, he's in this new movie, Jack the Giant Killer, and I think he's in The Huntsman. He's Never Stopped, was on Broadway. Yeah. But it took me a while to learn he didn't stick to the lines, so I'd take my script out and look, and he'd say, put that away, put that away. It became like father, son, and I realized because he's not going to say the lines, so when I'm looking for the cue, it's difficult, pick it up, slow it down. But I learned from Ian, and
his character, I should say,
was a real-life character.
Was a scary character in Deadwood. I mean, he's
murders. Yeah. The town itself averaged killing a day in 1876. There was no law. So
the real town.
People are watching and listening. Tell me something new. Tell me something new. Probably. But thank you for.
And then you went on to True Blood, which you just described as
a
vampire porn.
I kept the money. If they see this, they won't hire me again. Not vampire porn.
So they didn't.
Alan Ball, may I suck up a little bit? He won an Academy Award for American Beauty. He wrote 6 Feet Under, an award-winning show. He's got a new one called Banshee, and I just think he's great. Unfortunately, there wasn't much for me to do. Charlene Harris, who wrote the novel, said she wished they'd give me more to do. She said it in the newspaper, but she didn't write much for him. It's about young people. Life is about young people.
What was the movie that you did that it was it took place in the Civil War, and it was about the
prison?
Yes.
Andersonville?
Andersonville.
He was a real-life character,
I remember your character singing.
His name was Munn.
Everybody would come into the place, they'd bring somebody new into the prison, and your character would be going, fresh fish.
Yeah.
Fresh
you remember
fish.
The line better than I do, but John Frankenheimer was the thrill for me, and he hired me a couple more times, and Weinstein didn't want me for a film. He hired Vin Diesel, and as soon as they got to location in Canada, John fired him.
But enough about him, back to you. So what's coming up? What's coming up next? Do you have any?
Well, I said to you earlier that they offered me a part in Robin Williams' movie, which shoots any day, and now the dates are an issue. But I got the script upstairs, and I must not care anymore because it's bad luck to talk about it. It's the man who did Break It. He wrote Break It Ralph or something.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph, yeah.
He'll never write me anything. But I want to be in the scene with Robin Williams. I met him. He's a great guy. But whether it'll happen for me, because they changed the dates after we made the deal.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money, but bragging rights.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you and talk to you, and thanks for coming. You're on a TV panel here. You're going to be discussing with a group of other TV actors and writers and producers. You're going to be talking about television later on today at the Monadnock International Film Festival.
Yeah. I'm going to get a megaphone. If they can pass it.
All right. William Sanderson,
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.